This year, for my sister's birthday, I decided to make her a llama table
How much fun I'm having.
that she'd have to put together herself. This is where it all started. After quite a bit of searching around online, I found a llama puzzle that I actually liked. I really only found 3 different llama puzzles out there. One was kind of too 2D for me, and the other one didn't look structurally sound. First thing I had to do was figure out the scale I was blowing this thing up to. To get that scale, I had to assemble the bottom of the llama before I could move on to anything else. So I measured a side table that I had by our couch, and I got that the height was between 22 and 23 inches tall, and that's what I wanted the llama table height to be at as well. On the mini llama, I went ahead and marked where I wanted the tabletop to be. I measured from the foot of the llama to the line I created on the llama's back and got 2.25 inches, which is 5.7 centimeters. The actual in real life llama back will be about 22 inches high, so I just divided that 22 by 2.25 and got the magic number of 9.78. So this llama is going to get 10 times bigger. With the lines marked on the mini llama, I used my favorite scanning app, Cam Scanner, to pump up the image and create an easy to see, high contrast image that'd be good for projecting. So yay, time to get started on the actual project. This is the fun part. This is not the fun part. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of start losing it a little bit somewhere around day 3.
I think we could last forever. I'm afraid that everything will disappear. Just trust me. Okay.
This garage is high and I am broiling. Scaled up the patterns for this llama. One thing I did not do was change any of the ways that like this all fits together. So where they're supposed to slot together, I actually didn't scale that at all. So what I'm actually gonna do now is I'm gonna take this, very high-tech piece of cardboard, and I'm just going to sort of like get the width up here, maybe cut out something I can trace on this cardboard, and then I'm going to use that to sort of like fill in all of the areas. Oh my god, what am I talking about? This did not work at all.
Here's my super high precision cut. Precision is actually very low, but I'm not too worried about it.
I should have been a lot more worried about it. The next thing I wanted to do was create a little test to see exactly what needed to be done to make sure all the pieces fit together. I cut out the 4 legs and the 4 feet and started cutting everything out with a jigsaw. That ended up not really being a good idea. The tear out was horrible and pretty much necessitated that either I redid things or bought a new tool. So I broke out the good old Dremel scroll saw. The tear out was loads better, but oh my god, that tool is so much slower than a jigsaw. One foot cut out and 1 leg cut out. I had to put on a mask. I almost died halfway through cutting this piece. There was just so much shrapnel that was created. So, all right, let's see how it all fits together. Ooh, it does not fit together. So after more cutting and testing, finally got to a fit check. This is where I finally got it together. I just used a scrap piece of wood to gauge how wide to make each slot. At this point, I was using the jigsaw to cut out big rough cuts, but to cut the individual pieces out of those rough cuts, I quickly determined that I needed a different tool. To help with the llama project, I had to buy a new tool. The scroll saw was working, but just not very well. I bought this used bandsaw from this guy off of Facebook Marketplace. What a difference this $100 technically antique bandsaw made. Freshly oiled up and with brand new blades on it, that thing cut through those pieces like butter. I know I complained about having to trace out all those pieces, but having to cut them out individually took probably about 3 times longer. And I mean, there's just so many bumps and hills and ridges. It takes me forever just to cut one of these out. I was supposed to have this done for my sister's birthday, but I quickly determined that there was literally no way. I just didn't have enough time. I got lucky and was able to give it to my sister a week after her birthday, since she decided to be out of town for hers this year. Finally, after all of the pieces were cut out, I had to do the harrowing job of sanding them all. The number of splinters that I got during this project was insane. To complete the tabletop, I bought some threaded insert and some threaded suction cups off of Amazon, along with an 18-inch round glass tabletop. So here they are, all of the pieces that I had to cut out in order to make this table. Of course, it doesn't look like so many pieces, doesn't look like it would take too much time, but oh man, this took at least 20 hours just to get to the point of cutting out these pieces. Putting together the llama is kind of fun. I mean, after all, it's a giant 3D puzzle. Each piece is numbered and each piece goes together in sequential order. Half of the battle was definitely making sure all these wood pieces fit together. Wood against wood has a lot of friction, and I found that I needed to make the openings even wider than I originally thought in order for this to come together easily rather than having to either force or use a mallet to put the whole thing together. Real quick, if you like what you see and you want to see more of it, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Seeing all these pieces just slide together easily is so satisfying. When I first made this table, I was thinking this would just be a great side table, beside a couch, maybe even next to a bed. What I didn't anticipate is when all the pieces are made so much bigger, this is actually a really good shelf for just knickknacks. It's also a really cute table to dress up. So, did my sister end up liking this?
Oh, look at his feet! I'm confused.
She loved it.
No, I did it once. Oh!
Yeah. Put it on the other way and it's upside down. There you go.
Oh my goodness! Is that it?
Llama.
Let me see, turn it.
Okay.
It's got a table on its back. How? Ooh, I know exactly where that can go. Oh, look at that.
I was like, I think she has room for this.
I do. I'm gonna put wine on it.